James Hilder for Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Mobile. With me, I've got a very emotional Eddie Hearn. We've just seen Anthony Crolla retain his WBA world title, 7th round stoppage against the beast Ismael Barroso. Fantastic night for Anthony Crolla, mate. How do you assess that?
One of the best performances I've seen in a British ring. I mean, I always felt, I said in our interview, I said he'd stop him. I thought he'd stop him late, but that was just, and listen, I know Joe Gallagher comes in for a load of stick, as do I, but that was tactically perfect tonight. I'm so proud of Crolla. Like, you know, man, he is the nicest bloke you could ever meet.
That's an understatement.
And, you know, that's one of the reasons. And I know the undercard weren't, like, the best, but I wanted to give him all the money because I felt like this is the fight where you've got to be paid properly. And now we're going to go and get the lot because he's the #1 lightweight in the world. And it's about time people gave him the credit. I don't know where he's come from, right? He was fighting for the English title 2.5 years ago, fighting for his career. He was in prize fighter. And just hard work, dedication, listening, like that, the discipline. Michael Buffer said to me that was like Picasso. It was like watching just a story unfold, wasn't it? You know, 2 or 3 rounds. I said to Crolla just now, I said, did he punch? He went, did he punch? He went, Ed, I've never felt anything like it. But he had to weather that storm, took so much on the gloves, busted up his face a little bit, and then just slowly got into Barroso, wore him down. And you could just see Barroso, couldn't you? Tiring and tiring and tiring. And that was up there. I mean, his win against Perez was probably one of the proudest of my career. I think that was on another level, to be honest with you. I'm so pleased for Anthony Crolla, I can't even begin to tell you. It makes everything worthwhile. Like, he's an amazing man, amazing man.
The amount of people that, sorry to interrupt you, the amount of people that have betted against him and backed against him for Barroso to come here and be too much for Crolla, it must be a massive relief for you and the team that Crolla's, again, pulled it out of the bag. He finds a way.
When you win the world title, you know, and I guess I shouldn't say this to fans, but generally you have a standard defence, don't you? You know, you don't go in with someone like Barroso, but the mandatory was called, and you know, could we have swerved it? Maybe, with a little bit of ducking and diving. But Crolla said to me straight away after the Mitchell fight, I'll beat him. And I was like, mate, don't worry about fighting Barroso. He went, Ed, I'll beat him. And people on Twitter, social media started saying, there is no way Crolla will fight Barroso. And I have to put my hand on my heart. I was one of those people, I was with you, you know. And he just said, no, I'll fight him. And I can't believe it. It was just, I've never, like, again, going back to like the story of the fight, I've never been so just
engrossed.
Yeah, but it was like, and then I started thinking at the end of the 4th round, even the 2nd round, I thought, you know what, Barroso's throwing so many shots here, and I knew Barroso was cool all week, and I knew that once he got in here and felt the atmosphere as well, it would get to him, and it was all too much for him, and he started unwinding, unfolding. Yeah, definitely. Cheers, mate. Oh man, it feels so good. And it's a desperado.
That's great. It looks good. Looks wet.
So, oh mate, honestly.
How does this compare to, say, for instance, Darren Barker beating Gill?
It's a different, I don't know.
And I'm not belittling anyone's achievements here. I'm just saying, you as a promoter, as a man, how does that compare to that achievement, would you like?
I don't know. The highs and lows of the sport are unbelievable, you know. I mean, you had Joshua winning the world heavyweight title. You know, you had Froch beating Bute. You had Froch knocking out Groves at Wembley. You know, you had Barker winning Atlantic City against the odds. You know, you had Kell Brook going over to America and beating Porter in his backyard. You know, you had Jamie McDonnell going to beat Kameda twice. You got Burns coming up in a couple of weeks to become a freeweight world champ. The next day, Bellew, my mate, can go and win the WBC title. This sport is unbelievable. It touches you in so many ways. I mean, it is a fucking pain in the arse. Anthony Crolla! What a performance. Hi, Sarah, you alright? You alright? Unbelievable that was, wasn't it? I know. See you in a minute.
Yeah. Quick pick, Ed.
Are these the moments, give me one second, are these the moments you're in boxing for, Ed?
Of course. Hold on one sec.
You know, this is all I do with you, Eddie.
Lovely. Well, there you go.
These are the moments you're in the sport for.
Mate, this is all you're in the sport for. All you're in the sport for. Yeah. You know, you're not in the sport for fucking getting beat or, you know, taking stick or, you know, this is exactly what you're in the sport for. This is just, you know, I spoke to my old man. He went, you know what, He's at home. He said, I was, excuse my French, fucking jumping around the living room. He said that was one of the best performances I've ever seen in the British ring. And everyone knows Crolla. You know, like you will never ever find one man in the world that says a bad word about Anthony Crolla. Not one.
I agree.
But nice guys don't normally, you know, it's like, when he won the world title, I was half thinking to myself, you know, how far will we go from here? You know, can we keep, but he's just improving all the time. And he's the number one lightweight in the world. He is.
Joe Gallagher tactically spot on tonight?
Tactically perfect. As I said before, Joe is a complete pain in the arse. I'm the only one in boxing that can put up with him. But you will not find a trainer that works harder, and tactically he was spot on tonight. Crolla has to, of course, take the credit because of the discipline. Just thinking so smart. Keep your composure under that kind of atmosphere. And the atmosphere was one of the best I've seen as well.
Fantastic.
You know.
Can we get the Crolla-Flanagan unification now?
So.
Is that a fight that you will look at
Yeah,
if the numbers do the right?
Yeah, but we have to do it for proper money. Like, people don't like to talk about money. I paid Crolla virtually what was offered for the Flanagan fight tonight. So that's a fight that fills this place. It's a fight that deserves a big platform. And I'm not going to go into politics about BoxNation and Sky, but come on, man. Listen, Flanagan, I know where he wants to be. Of course. Flanagan wants to be here on Sky with us in Manchester Arena. Simple. No bullshit, simple. And Steve Wood, he knows. He can make it happen. You know, but it's not like, when you talk about 50-50s and stuff like that, you've got one guy who's earning 4 times as much as the other guy at the moment. So, you know, what you just give, you know,
I understand.
It's not a time to
understand.
start pissing people off. I'm hoping this one will get a few likes.
No, I think
Do you
it
know what I mean?
will.
Hopefully.
I genuinely think it will. I genuinely think it will.
I noticed with our videos that we put them on, and they're like 50-minute videos, and within 30 seconds it's got like 50 dislikes already, and no one's even
how
watched
is that
it.
possible, Dave? You've not
If no one
watched
watches
the
it, I
title.
just go bosh.
It's the title.
It's
Listen,
the titles you put
people
up.
are very fickle. Don't take things personal. I've learned this to be thick-skinned and try to live your life.
I think I'll be alright.
On that note, go and enjoy your moment with Crolla.
Have a few beers now, son.
Have a few beers, mate, and I'll catch you again real soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, mate.